Hello and good evening to each one of you. This is Dr. Carmen Bryant from Psychological Health Consultants and Services, and this is my program, Redefining Yourself. This is a program that was developed for women that are thinking of leaving, needing more education, or have left and or are recovering from domestic violence. The specific topic in domestic violence that I discuss and that I teach upon is narcissist abuse, so overcoming narcissist abuse. And so thank you, first of all, to Brazil, and I had a viewer come on from Brazil. Thank you so much for joining me. What an honor. Brazil, how beautiful. My sister-in-law is from Brazil, so she speaks Portuguese, and I can't pick up, I can pick up on pieces and parts of Spanish, but I can't pick up pieces and parts of Portuguese, so I'm going to ask her to teach me. But oi, and just to let you know, in Germany, in Bavaria down south, oi means egg, so oi or hola, I hope that is right, to Brazil. Hello, hallo, and grüß to Deutschland. Hello, Denmark. Let me know how to say it, okay? Denmark, to the UK, to Canada, Nova Scotia, and of course to East Coast, West Coast, Georgia, Michigan, Chicago, all these lovely people. Annyeonghaseyo, to Korea, in Korea. Thank you guys so much, and all the new followers, thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. You could have chose anybody else to put into your collection of coaches or people that you listen to and view, but you found that I had something to say and you found it valuable, and that makes it even more special for me, because it makes me feel like it is helping someone. And from all the emails and the YouTube responses that I've been getting, you guys are getting something out of these videos, and I'm so thankful. And so today I just wanted to invite you into my little office space. I usually sit out in the administrative area, so here goes my little office space, you guys. I said I was going to share it with you guys, so this is my office space. So here you go. This is where all the clients come and sit with me in my office space. There you go. So you guys get to see my office space. See my office space? This is what's on my walls. So there you go. Just wanted to share that with you guys. So you guys get to come and sit in my office. Today you get to come sit in my office, okay? And so today I just want to talk about, you guys have been sending me emails and you've been posting and you wanted me to talk about karma. And so before I start talking about karma, before I say anything, first of all, let me say, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go to my YouTube channel. It's Dr. Carmen Bryant, Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. And I also have a professional Facebook page, which is Psychological Health Consultants and Services. Please hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell so you know whenever I come on live, whenever I post videos. And on the Facebook channel, you can also, or Facebook page, you can hit the like button. And so usually I go live on Sundays between 8 and 9, which is Pacific Standard Time, which is West Coast. And so hopefully you guys be with me this Sunday. I'm going to come and talk to you guys. And so today, and all my new subscribers, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for all the emails. Thank you for the conversations. I really enjoy it, and I love talking to you guys. And so thank you guys so much. So today I want to talk about karma. And so first, before I say anything, let me say, I am a coach, so I am a certified coach, but I'm also a clinician. I am a licensed mental health counselor. And as a licensed mental health counselor, I always say, it depends on the type of questions that you guys ask me. I try to be I try to stay away from religious topics. And the reason why I stay away from religious topics is because those of you that follow me on Facebook, many of you have different belief systems. Everyone has their own specific belief system. So I try to come to you and I bring you information based from a clinical perspective. I bring you, personal experiences with clients, over the years of time, and I respect people's religious belief. I'm not here to change your belief system or anything. So I try to be very careful at the topics that I talk about, because each one of you have, I had a lady ask me about the spiritual aspect of narcissism, and so I did provide her with some resources to my mentor, who does talk about narcissism from a spiritual perspective, the Christian perspective, and so, but I don't know what everybody's belief is. Now, I know that karma derives from the Hindu and Buddhist belief system. I'm not too familiar with all the terminology that goes with it, but I do know it derives from the Hindu and Buddhism belief system. It's a Buddhist concept and a Hindu concept of basically what comes around goes around, and that basically how you live your life now is how you're destined to live your life, and the things that are going to happen to you, in this life or in the next life, so in reincarnation. So I'm not a believer of reincarnation, but I will say this. First of all, for those of you that are asking about karma, The first perspective I get from my clinical thinking is that what you want to know is, when are they going to get theirs? When are you going to get justice? When are they going to get back what they've done to people? You guys know that people that have been in narcissistic relationships and narcissistic abuse, which majority of you guys that are on here have been in narcissistic relationships, the most painful thing is that it looks like they're getting away with it. It looks like, they always do the same thing. They get away with it in the court system. They get away with hurting you. How dare a person just go and leave so much carnage? How can a person hurt family, friends, loved ones? How can that? And when are they going to get theirs? When are they going to get back what they've done? So a lot of you are thinking from the perspective of, I want justice, or I want to see this person hurt. I want to see something happen to this individual. In another video, I told you, when you're looking, first of all, when you want to get revenge, when you want to get back at them, or when you want to see something, you're putting too much energy out there. You're putting too much energy, to the narcissist, and the narcissist, that's fuel for them. They like the best thing for a narcissist. They love to see people hurting. They love to see, even their own children. They love to see their children hurting. They love to see, their ex, whoever their supplies were. They love to see, they get a thrill and they get fuel out of seeing people hurt. And so for you to hold on to that hurt and want to see something come back, it's a waste of your time, because your mind is preoccupied with the person that has abused you. When I sit and talk to people in a clinical setting, and I talk, when I'm discussing, or when I'm working on trauma work, and people that have been traumatized, the hardest thing is to forgive someone. It is, because the fact that, this person is still committing these crimes against you, or this person is still hurting you. They're still doing things to hurt you, and all you want to do is just leave the situation alone. Let me heal. Leave me alone. Don't say anything. And they're steady. It's like a snake that's biting. They just bite, or a scorpion that stings. And so they just constantly want to hurt you. They constantly want to see you hurt. They can't stand to see you heal and happy, and totally with no contact and have no emotions toward them whatsoever. That is the goal. The goal is to get to a point where you don't have emotions with them. When a person has abused you, some of you have been physically abused by a narcissist. Some of you have, well, not some of you, all of you that have been in a narcissistic relationship have been psychologically hurt. Some of you have been psychologically damaged. Some of you have been psychologically tormented. And it takes a long time. Some people say, I much rather be punched. A bruise will heal faster than emotional pain. Emotional pain takes a long time to heal. A bruise will fade away within a few days, a week maybe. But emotional pain, psychological torment, and psychological pain, people live with that for years and years and years. Things that have happened to you a long time ago, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years for some people, that psychological pain, you keep replaying post-traumatic stress, you keep replaying it in your head. And so people that are wanting to know about karma, the first impression that I get from the standpoint of a trauma professional is that you want to see them hurt. You want to see, and it's not that, so the term itself, karma, I believe in, if you plant seed, eventually the harvest is going to speak. So it's going to tell you what kind of seeds were planted. You can't tell me that you planted a orchard of apple trees, and then we come out there and there's bananas out there. Now the seeds have told on you. And what you have to understand is that you think that they're getting away with what they're doing, but you have to understand you are capable of healing. You are capable of getting beyond. For some of you guys, it's still fresh. It's only been a few weeks. It's only been a few months. For some of you guys, it's just as recent as right now. Young lady said that she's pregnant, so you're hurting and you're pregnant on top of that. And so I really advise you, that the lady that said that she was pregnant, I really advise you to get into counseling, because that nervousness, that anxiousness, that hurt, that pain, you're going to trap those feelings and those emotions. That child feels your nervousness, your anxiety, but the thing about it is that they live a miserable life. You have the opportunity, you have the capacity to heal, and it takes time. You have to find a good counselor. Like the lady in Brazil says, she's looking for a good counselor, and I hope you find a good counselor. I am opening up coaching services, but when I open up those coaching services, I am a clinician at heart, and so I will screen those of you that want coaching services to see whether you need coaching or whether you need counseling. You may need counseling before you need coaching, because in coaching, I'm not going to talk about, you may have depressive disorder and this is what you need to do. No, and coaching is very specific. It's goal oriented. We're going to get you from one place to another, and it's very goal oriented. And also education. I do a lot of education and psychoeducation. I do a lot of education because that is what's going to break your mindset. But for people that have been hurt, you're waiting to see what is going to happen. But you have to understand you have the capacity to change. A narcissist does not. A narcissist, that is a permanent personality disorder. And the older they get, the worse that they get. They're miserable people. They are very miserable. They're angry people, full of rage. And you cannot, if you have love in your heart for people and you want to help people, people can feel that, But when a person even hates themselves and they're full of rage and anger, how can you ever pass on love and compassion and empathy? You can't. You'll pass on what's in you, or you'll damage everything around you. And so for you to concern yourself is, when are they going to get theirs? When, they're living their life in constant reaping and sowing. They're miserable people. That's why they're always victims. Everyone always does them wrong. Everyone is always at fault. They don't take responsibility for their own actions. A lot of them can't even hold a job. A lot of them are not permanent in jobs. They can't hold jobs for a long time. They jump from job to job to job to job. They can't hold a job. A lot of them don't have friends. And the friends that they have, they're superficial friends. Those friends serve a purpose. You have friends that admire them and worship the ground they walk on. And they present, those are those somatic narcissists that present themselves with more than what they really have, and clothing and wealth and grandeur. And you have these people, these flying monkeys, that's what they call the entourage, that just worships the ground that they walk on. But when you take all, as they get older, it's not that easy, because they're more bitter, they're more angry, and every time one of the flying monkey wake up and says, hey, something's not right, you're not going to keep walking over me, you're not going to talk to me any kind of way, or are you back with them? They get enraged. And I think a lady asked in reference to the enraged, I'm going to do a video, don't worry, I'm going to do a video. But a lot of times you'll find the lower and the mid narcissists have a problem with rage. And the reason why they're raging is they're like little kids having a temper tantrum. I want it now. And they have rages. They can't get what they want, they rage. A bully, when a bully is bullying and you ask them questions, they rage in order to get you back. Oh, never mind, I don't even feel like dealing with this individual. Well, a narcissist does the same thing. They use rage as a weapon to get you to stop asking questions. If you found out some truth about them, they'll rage to get you off track. And I'm getting off track. I'm sorry. I'm going to do a video on rage, okay? I'm going to do a video on rage. I'm going to go back to the question in reference to karma. So basically what I'm saying is, what comes around goes around. Whatever seed that you plant is the harvest that you're going to have to deal with. I think one of the ladies said, when you make your bed, you have to lie in it. And narcissists, they live their life every day feeling like a victim. Everyone is out to get me. I got to get supply. They're miserable. They're not happy people. And people, that a lot of times they lose friends. People don't want to be their friends, but they always come back to their intimate source supply. And I don't understand why they would treat me like this. They're always the victim. And so you don't need to concern yourself whether what comes around goes around, or whether they live their life like that at all times. So I guess if the concept of karma, they live their life like that all day long, every day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This is how they live. The difference between you and a person with narcissistic personality disorder is that you have the ability to change and heal. You have the ability to get beyond your pain and to live your life productively. You can take the pain and you can help other people. The people that are most effective in this kind of work are people that probably have experienced it themselves. Those people that have a lot of compassion for people that are hurting like yourself. As I said, I am a survivor, and so I'm very passionate for the people that are hurting just like this. I understand what you're going through. I don't understand everything that you're going through, but I do understand what you're going through. And so you can take that pain and you can wallow in that pain. You can and a lot of times with this type of injury, with this type of abuse, with the narcissist abuse, it takes a long time to get out from this, the mind, the emotion. It takes a long time to recover from this. That's not something that you can rush through, or you'll end up back in the same situation you were before. And so what comes around goes around, you guys. And whatever seeds you plant, eventually the harvest is going to speak to you and tell you the type of seeds that were planted. The harvest is going to tell you what kind of fruit there is. And so you have to understand that they live miserable every day, all day long. You have the capacity to change. You have the ability to heal. You have the ability to watch these videos and other people's videos and heal and get beyond your pain to help other people, because other people need to help, need to hear you and hear your story. A narcissist is not capable of doing that. A narcissist has no empathy. The narcissist has no compassion. When people are happy, it drives them insane. When people are laughing and oh my gosh, I just bought this, and look, I just won this, and they can never be happy for anyone. And it enrages them to see you happy. It enrages them to see you happy, and it's not coming from them. But they're not capable of making you happy like that. So they rage, and so they're angry at people. They're jealous of people. That's why they seek people. They seek people in positions that are above where they know that they are. They look for people that they know that they'll never be, and they're jealous. They live like this every day, you guys. They live like this every day. That is almost a miserable existence. That is just horrible to live like this. And they cannot change, but you can. It's like they're living their life over and over and over again, every day, the same day, everything the same thing. They constantly have to look for supply. They constantly have to find people to feed into them. If they can't find people to feed into them, they can't find people to worship the ground they walk in, they're miserable, they're sad, they're depressed. And so hopefully that answered the question. I know this video is not very long because I think I had a lot to say about karma, but hopefully that was enough information for you. What comes around goes around. They live like this every day. And so if you are in the Hindu, Buddhism belief system of karma, they live their life like this every day. If you're into what comes around goes around, they live like this every day. If you're into, you reap what you sow, they live like this every day. And within time, as we get older, life gets better and we learn to settle and everything. For them, everything just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. We grow better, they grow worse and worse and worse and worse. And remember, most of them, as they grow worse, they're dealing with other issues, major depression, drug addictions, anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress. They have other things going on, bipolar disorder, all sorts of other things going on. But you have the capacity to change. That is your powerful weapon. You have the ability to change. You have compassion. You have empathy, and you can heal. So hopefully this has helped you. Hopefully that answered the question. Please let me know if I answered the question. If not, I can come back and do a part 2. You can always ask me whatever question you want to. And so this is Friday the 10th. So we are 10 days in our new year, 10 days in 2019, 10 days into the new you. And so hopefully this has been helping you. Thank you guys 100,000 million times for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you guys for listening to what I have to say. Share these videos. Share these videos to help people heal. Share these videos so they can get this information. Some people don't even know that they've been in a relationship like this. Some people have been in a relationship all these years and have no idea that they've been in relationships like this. And so please share these videos with someone. Share them on Facebook. Share YouTube and put it over on Facebook. Put it on your channel. Share, share, share. Get this information out. Let's get some healing going. Let's get some people, come on, let's get a group of people. Let's get our tribe together so that we can speak out and help other victims that have gone through this, people that are suffering right now. People that, you'd be surprised at what I hear and what I read, and the private messages that come in my email is really terrifying. It's terrible. Some of the things they've been through in the court system, people have committed suicide. It's terrible. So we've got to share this. We've got to get this information out, okay? You guys, once again, if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, Dr. Carmen Bryant, Overcoming Narcissist Abuse, or go to my Facebook page, which is Psychological Health Consultants and Services, hit the like button, and over on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you know whenever I upload a new video or whenever I come on live. Thank you for all the questions. If you want to email me your story, let me know if you want to stay anonymous and you want me to read some of the information. Some of the information is very similar to all of our information, meaning the type of abuse you've been through. But if there's something that you want to ask, or if there's something that you want to share, I'll ask. I'll even email you back and let you know, hey, can I share this? Or hey, can I talk about this? Do you want to stay anonymous? I have Miss Anonymous that sent me, and I said anonymous, say anonymous. But thank you guys so much. Thank you, and greetings to Brazil, Denmark, Deutschland, the UK, Canada, Korea. Thank you guys so much. East Coast, West Coast, North, South. Thank you guys so much. Florida, beautiful Florida, New York, all those places that you guys are emailing me from, all those places that you're watching from. I am so honored. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me, and thank you for your support. As my friend always says, go and be great.